Hello guys. So I'm on my alt account just because I got luck
私が
and
し
got
おじさんも
Lotus,
娘が3人いてね
and I'm gonna talk about the build for Lotus now. I was gonna make Mars first, but Lotus, I was so happy that I got him, and is more important maybe in your account than Mars, because Mars is way strong, is too strong in PvP, but in PvE doesn't really help you, while Lotus is strong in PvP, PvP defense, and PvE. He's better in all the teams. You can fit him in every single team right now, which is nice. And yes, so I'm enjoying this account a lot. And yeah. As for so F
負けたくない
season 2 was but with Noel and Gosh or something like that. But right now it was delayed. My friend told me. I don't know if it's true. I didn't check yet. I'm just focusing on building the character right now. But season 2 is no longer on season 2. Is delayed. Hopefully it gets a buff. Hopefully, probably not, but hopefully it gets a buff. Red Yami got a buff from Global, pretty much, but I'll talk about him in a separate video. But right now, let's talk about Lotus, and let's start the way I always start, about the pages. In my opinion, this one is the better option because first, the 25% chance to inflict a 2% speed reduce debuff is huge because it's any skill. S3 is a AoE, so when you're doing it, there's 25% for each character it hits, so there's a high chance you get a reduced speed. Also, another reason is the concentrate attack for S2, which is takes damage it also takes damage as if it's a crit. So S2 will hit a little bit harder. And like I said, I like my units, even if it's just a debuffer. I like them to deal a little bit more damage every single time that I can. So I like this page a lot. In the beginning, I was like, maybe not the best for him, maybe. But the more I get used to the game, the mechanics and the stuff, the more I agree. This one is the better option for him. If you don't have it, you could use this one, which deals more attack. This one is universal. If you don't have anything else, this one probably works. You could also do the damage dealt. You could go for more defensive route, HP, and something like that. If you want to burn, nothing too crazy, but I think the best option is this one. There's a few more from the future, but I think this one is better in my opinion, even in the future, so you can't go wrong with this one. So his passives: from LR you get 12% magical attack. It's just passive magical attack. It's more damage, so not bad. Not upset about that. The ones you get from the dupes is 25% to inflict a reduced all attack. It's nice, but not necessary. I wouldn't waste the universal dupes on him because sure you get extra attack and magical attack, you deal more damage, more defense, and more critical rate at the end. So it will eventually hit even harder, and the chance goes from 25 to 35, and the 10% goes to 12%. It's nice, don't get me wrong, it's nice. If I rush this, no, because this guy will be in every single banner unless you're paying for and you rushing things and stuff like that. Then do whatever you want. But if you're free to play like me, just just go slowly. You will summoning for let's say season 2 Noel, you'll probably summon for Julius, something like that, and there's a high chance you get dupes for him eventually because you will be in every single banner because he's from the starting banner. So yeah, same for Vengeance, same for Charlotte, same for Radis. You will get them sooner or later, so don't rush. Unless you really like that character, don't rush things. Do slowly, save the universal dupes for the ones that make sense to you and the ones you want the most. So yeah, why he's so good starts with his ultimate. This is one, if not the best ultimate in the game, because it does so much. It's AoE, it incapacitates level 3, which increases damage taken by 50%, remove buffs, reduce speed by 55%, and it's 50%. At level 5 you go to 55%, 60%, sorry, from this. So yeah, it's really I love this ultimate. It's really nice. The skill 2 inflicts an extend debuff duration by 1 turn, inflicts reduced damage rest, and if you have the page, it does concentrate. So it reduces damage resistance by 24%, which is nice. Not the best skill, I still like this one most. And this one is reduce mobility, so make them a target slower. So in my opinion, if you want to make every single one level 3, but prior to your priority will be his ultimate. His combined attack is also nice if you have Mars, because if you don't have Mars, you'll have 60% to inflict a 20% reduced mobility, which is nice. But if you combine him with Mars, is reduced speed 100% for two turns by 55%. Mobility, I think mobility is better than speed. The way I see in the PvP, I think mobility buffs are better than speed, but either way, this one is a chance, this one is a guaranteed, and you can also level it up to do a little bit more damage. So yeah, talents, I still didn't unlock it, but it's pretty much the same as the others. Talent is pretty much universal at this point from the way I see it. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. A little bit of twerks here and there, probably, but from what I see, it's a universal build. So so next, let's talk about the gear. Don't again, don't look at the gear. The gear I use it. I just slap everything that I can. I'm enhancing a little bit for the mage path, as you can see. Don't do this. I'm just testing on this account. Don't do this. But as you can see, you can get every single slot filled the way it goes, and you can go to 3. There's 2 builds that I see for Lotus. One that I like more than the other, of course, but the way I see it's full speed set with a defense or attack, which is my least favorite. I see a lot of people running or saying that one is the better option. I don't like it that much. I prefer the rest with 2 attacks, 2 defense, and 2 speed, because I want a little bit extra attack, but I don't want to sacrifice defense too much. 250 is not a lot, but it is what it is. I enjoy a little bit extra defense that I can, and you get the speed, the 2 set speed. So prior to your main stat, go for magical attack, of course, every single piece that you can get. If you can get on the others, go for defense or HP on the others, but pretty much aim for magical attack. For the extra speed, for the extra pieces, go for defense, and for the substats, go for HP, defense, and magical attack, or damage res, or something like that. You could also go for crit or critical damage, but I like him a little bit more defensive. As for artifacts, go for the ones that deal defense. Go for the defense ones. It does a little bit damage, but you want him to stay alive. So for artifacts, go for the defensive ones. As you see, I have on Charlotte. I'll replace the ones until I get better ones. I'll replace this for him. But yeah, go for defensive artifacts for the stuff that you have. As for teams, as I said, he can fit on every single team that you want him to be. You could place him on a full blue team with William. If you have blue Yami, you could place blue Yami and Mars and make a full team blue. You could go with William, Lotus, Red Yami, and Finral. Okay, this one also works. You could replace Yami for Red Asta or another DPS that you have, but Red Asta. Blue Yami, Red Yami, or Red Asta in this place, and the team is like this. If you don't want the critical damage, you just want the mobility, I could go for Valtos. It also works. You could replace William with Mars and have Red Yami or Red Asta with Mars, him, and Valtos. You could place a lot. You could replace Yami for the future Noel. You could also go for Lynch, the other dude that comes from the Lynch banner, Lotus and Valtos. It's also a pretty nice team, especially for PvE, if you can make it. I think it's one of the best options for PvE. It's Lynch the dude, I forgot the name, the dude that copy debuffs, Lotus and Valtos. Valtos is really nice as well. His skills
あの方のために
S3 grants allies increased mobility. As I said, the mobility seems better than speed buff. The skill 2 without the page gives magical attack, which Lotus and let's say Noel scales off, and Lynch and the other dude as well. I think at least Lynch is a magical attack. It reduces mobility, immune to reduce stamina, so they can't reduce your mobility, and with this gives increased accuracy by 32%, and the skill 1 gives increased mobility buff to the ally with the lowest mobility. So you can't go wrong with him as well, because he makes your team a lot faster, he makes the enemies a lot slower. And the other two, you could go for Lynch, and the other dude, I think he's Raya, I think he's Raya. For the DPS, Raya, I swear if I'm saying is I love that character. Raya does a lot of damage, especially with Lynch. He's the best green DPS. So yeah, but you could also go for William, and this team is also viable. You could go with not this Noel, but you could go with a future Noel like this, or you don't want Valtos, you could place Mars like this, or Red Yami or Red Asta like this. This guy fits on everything, makes everything works, and it's good. Next, I'll make a video about William. William is the most underrated unit that I see, in my opinion. And if I'm not wrong, and the new JP Asta is full attack, I think William will make a comeback, or will be even more viable, because his skill buffs physical attack, as you can see here, boosts mobility and attack by 84%. So William makes a lot of sense with Lotus as well, because it's all about the mobility, all about the reduced speed, and make your team faster. So yeah. Anyway, my neighbor's making some noise. But that's my build for Lotus. Lotus
おじさんも娘が3人いて
costumes
ね
I don't really like it. He's a baker. You could use it because he's cooking and the space. I don't like the costumes. I use the main. But he's an awesome unit. You can't go wrong with building. Even in JP, he is pretty strong. So if you want a viable debuffer with longevity, he is your best option. There will be more debuffs in the future, like season 2, no longer season 2, but the seasonal Yuno and the red Golden Dawn Yuno, also debuffers. I think red Dawn Yuno total silence makes him a lot strong, but I don't know, I like Lotus for the mobility, I like speed, I like damage, and it does pretty decent damage, and makes your team cycles faster, so you can deal damage faster. So yeah, anyway, tell me what you think of Lotus. Are you pulling for him? Are you using him? Are you waiting for another debuff? Maybe you're using Charlotte instead of him. maybe you use Neozel or something like that, the silver one, the silver family one. Maybe using that one as a as debuffer. Let me know what you think. I'll make William next because William is making this team a lot fun, and it's great. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon, and bye bye.